Hey, what's up, y'all? What's cracking like in this D? About to react to this video. This is 10 hilarious celebrity pranks that went a little too far. Just a little bit too far. Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing as a prank going too far? I don't think so. I think all bets are off. You can do whatever you like, you know? As long as you call it a prank, you can get away with anything. Those are the rules. So let's see what happens in this video. Let's watch.
Being a famous celebrity can be tough. Not only do you have to deal with overzealous fans and paparazzi, but you also have to be okay with the fact that when you get pranked, a video of the prank will usually be uploaded online for the whole world to see. Make sure to keep watching until the end to see why Jonah Hill once admitted to feeling sorry for his former co-star, Leonardo DiCaprio. Before we start laughing at the expense of others, make sure to subscribe to The Riches for more celebrity content. Now here are the funniest pranks pulled on famous people. When it was announced that a statue of David Beckham was going to go up in front of the LA Galaxy Stadium, James Corden decided it was the perfect opportunity to pull off an elaborate prank.
That's a nice
The Late Late Show host planned to switch out the real statue with a fake one that his prop department created to be a balance between realistic and absolutely terrible. It took a few months for James to set up the prank, but David's reaction was well worth the wait. When David had met with a real sculptor to review a mock-up of the real statue, his main critiques were that the statue's chin and butt were too big. James obviously made sure to exaggerate those two assets on the fake statue, creating an awkward-looking statue that looked nothing like the handsome Beckham that we all know and love. When David was given a first look at the fake statue before its public unveiling, you could tell that he wasn't at all pleased with what he saw. He tried as much as possible to remain calm and voice his concerns in a polite manner, but he did say that there was no way that they could put the statue out in front of the stadium. He became so upset that he even asked the film crew that was with him to stop their cameras. When a forklift operator knocked over the fake statue while trying to move it, David told a worker that he had done him a favor. Before things got too ugly, James appeared and the football star immediately realized that he had been pranked. He was a good sport about it and was probably just thankful that James's statue wasn't the real thing after all. While this ugly statue prank took a lot of planning, some of the funniest pranks require nothing more than an unsuspecting victim with an overactive imagination. Unfortunately for Kevin Hart, his imagination was running wild while filming Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle on location in Hawaii. Since he was afraid of running into creepy crawlers in the forest, his co-star The Rock decided to have a little fun between takes, sometimes even during takes. In one video that was posted to The Rock's Instagram feed, the former wrestler can be seen throwing a big fake spider onto Kevin during a scene in which they were laying side by side on the ground. According to The Rock, there are bugs, spiders, and centipedes crawling all over the ground of the jungle. So Kevin was already feeling uncomfortable before the fake spider was thrown into the mix. When he finally spotted it, he got up and sprinted away from the scene entirely. In his caption for the video, The Rock admitted that some of the funniest memories he has from that set involved Kevin freaking out because he believed something was crawling on him. As you can imagine, The Rock didn't just stop at one insect prank. In another video posted to his Instagram, he can be seen brushing a stick against the back of Kevin's leg. Kevin immediately starts freaking out until he realizes that it was just his annoying co-star messing with him. Scaring someone might be an easy way to prank them, but it's not the only way. Sometimes the best pranks involve getting a person overly excited for no reason. Take Emma Stone, for example. During an interview on The Graham Norton Show back in 2014, Graham coaxed Emma into talking about her Spice Girls obsession. As she got more and more into how much she loved them because they taught her about girl power, it became clear that she's still a complete Spice Girls fan today. She even once wept during an interview while watching a personalized video message from LB. Knowing how emotional she gets about the British girl band, Graham decided to prank her by making her believe that one of the Spice Girls had come to the show to meet her. Emma immediately began to freak out and told the audience that she needed to mentally prepare herself before meeting one of her idols in the flesh. Her reaction, a mix between excitement and nervousness, was so pure that the prank was almost borderline cruel. After hyping her up for a possible in-person meeting for nearly a minute, he finally revealed that she wasn't actually going to meet one of the girls. Emma threw her head back against the couch in what looked to be disappointment, blended in with a hint of embarrassment. We already spoke about James Corden's amazing prank on David Beckham. Now let's talk about Ant and Dec pranking James Corden. To start the prank off, they placed an actor at the CBS studio parking lot entrance who pretended not to recognize the Late Late Show host. James was slightly annoyed that he wasn't immediately let into the lot, but didn't completely lose his cool. Once he got to his parking spot, though, he found a delivery truck parked there. Since he was already running late, James just parked in another spot, as he didn't have time to argue with the delivery man. Since he's an experienced prankster, we're kind of surprised that James didn't realize that something was up at this point. Then Ant and Dec disguised themselves as Michael and Glenn to take part via Skype in a staged game of Face Your Fiancé, with two actors who were hired to play their wives. They were both in the studio with James. Not only did James feel awkward asking some of the questions that were prepped for him, but Ant, disguised as Michael, made it appear as though he got seriously injured while attempting to do a helmet head spin for James. While doing a handstand, Michael, who was really Ant, lost his balance and fell onto a glass coffee table. To make matters worse, he knocked over a nearby bookshelf, making it fall right onto him. Don't worry though, a stunt professional was brought in for this part of the prank. James didn't know how to react and tried to comfort Michael's fiancée to the best of his ability. Thankfully, Ant and Dec quickly came out to tell him that it was all a prank. And that's how you prank a master.
Oh,
if you follow Liam Hemsworth on social media, then you've probably stumbled upon a couple of videos of him pranking his wife Miley. He loves to scare her when she's least expecting it, and we're not quite sure how Miley hasn't caught on yet. In her own words, it's like, I don't know he's around every corner, but he's around a lot of corners. In February 2019, Liam posted an old video of him inviting Miley into a golf cart. You could tell from the start that Miley knew that something was up, but she got in with him anyway. After driving around for a bit, Liam finally screamed loudly, scaring Miley right when she had put her guard down. Liam captioned the video with, "I'll never stop." In another video, Liam freaked her out by slamming on the brakes while driving after she told him to not hit the deer that were nearby. There's even a video of Liam scaring Miley with a loud pitched noise while she's applying lipstick on in the car. Liam loves pranking his wife, and she seems to have a love-hate relationship with his pranking too. We're just honestly not sure that we'd be able to handle his constant prankster ways. Do you remember Punk'd? While the pranking series was best known for being hosted by Ashton Kutcher, Justin Bieber was once a guest host. And who better to bring on the show as a victim than fellow pop singer Taylor Swift? To set the stage for the perfect prank, Justin invited Taylor over to his posh waterfront Malibu beach house to hang out. After giving her a tour of the place, he suggested that they should set off some fireworks that he had bought in Japan. Taylor seemed hesitant at first, saying that people could get their faces blown off by fireworks, but she eventually joined in on the fun and set one off. As the firework went off into the ocean, Punk'd experts made it seem like it hit into a nearby boat, causing the boat to catch fire. Then a lifeboat with a bride and groom made its way to shore, making Taylor believe that not only did she just set a boat on fire, but that she also ruined a couple's perfect wedding day. Poor Taylor began to freak out. To make matters worse, the bride kept saying that their disrupted wedding was a sign. So Taylor also thought that she may have ruined their relationship for good. When she was finally told that she was being punked, she took it pretty well for someone who was legit terrified a few seconds prior. While she said that the prank was absolutely traumatizing, it was quite hilarious for the rest of us to watch. What good would a prank be if you didn't film it to share with the world afterwards? When Kendall Jenner went on her older sister Khloe's talk show, Cocktails with Khloe, they decided that it would be a good idea to prank one of their other sisters, Kim Kardashian West. Kendall called Kim up and pranked her by pretending to be pregnant. While Kendall and Khloe probably expected Kim to act surprised or concerned upon hearing that Kendall was going to have a child at a young age, Kim's response was way funnier than that. First off, she immediately asked if Kendall had actually wanted to talk to their mom, Kris, about the pregnancy instead. When Kendall said no, Kim straight up told her that she's not the one to talk to about things like that. Kim somehow managed to make the whole thing about her within a few seconds, as she immediately began complaining about how hard her day was. Maybe she just wanted to prove to Kendall that being a mother is a hard job. Kim even suggested that she could bring over her 30 kids so that Kendall could see what motherhood was like. But this was obviously a joke, as she only had 2 kids at the time. At least Kendall now knows that Kim isn't the first person that she should tell whenever she does become pregnant in the future. Celebrities seem to love pranking other celebrities, and Leo DiCaprio is no exception. After spotting his Wolf of Wall Street co-star Jonah Hill out in Manhattan, Leo decided to prank him by pretending to be a crazed fan. He ran up to him excitedly with his phone up in the air as if he was filming the encounter. Jonah was alone at the time and looked to be completely freaked out by the situation. You could almost see his heart stop in his chest out of pure fear before he realized that the crazed fan was actually his pal Leo. Unlike the other pranks in this video, Leonardo never meant for the world to see this prank. It was just a fun joke that he wanted to pull on his friend. It was a paparazzi following Leo who caught the incident on camera and uploaded it online for everyone to see. Jonah later admitted in an interview that he kind of feels bad that Leo can't do anything without it becoming worldwide news, but he thought the prank was hysterical all the same.
Oh, these are some cute pranks gone too far. Get up out of here. None of these went too far. Y'all didn't go far enough, in my opinion. But this was actually a cute video, a cute little pranks that celebrities put on each other. Let me know what you guys thought about the video. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!